Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. I got me a hell of a score. I got 2 great big plastic bags of elderberries. Put my radios down low. What time is it? 1:30. Oop, wrong gear. Now, I probably could go back there again and cut some more elderberries, but it's been about a little over an hour to hour and a half since I cut the ones off the plant. And there were some back there that were kind of close. Put some glass in my hole, somewhat. Now, I'm talking, I got elderberry pod heads that is big as around as a basketball, and some of them are smaller, and some of them are even bigger than that. But I would say I got close to a little over a pound or so of elderberry. Now, those of you that don't know the size of an elderberry, they're itty bitty. They're tiny. But it's worth it. Because I'm going to take some of the ones that are not 100% ripe, and I'm going to put them in certain areas to see if they will leach into the soil and grow. Now, normally I would sprinkle them on top of the ground, but the problem with that is some little ant will come by. It's as small as it is, they'll pick it up and they'll carry it off and eat it and leave it in the ground, and it'll grow somewhere else, or it'll grow in a spot where I don't want it to. Or some bird will come by and peck it on the ground and fly away and drop the seed somewhere else. You know, things go on and on and on. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna fix me a little spot in the yard. Be like farming. I'm gonna cut me a little groove. I'm gonna sprinkle so many amongst the groove line, cover it up, and if they all grow, great. If one grows out of say 10 or 20, great, because that means I'll have a plant of elderberry. And I tell you what, I love it. Now, my video going to the house, my video leaving the house. Later on here in a little bit, this afternoon, before sundown, I will make another video. And I will have it posted and put up and everything else. So, now, I made a 3rd video yesterday. I didn't like it. I didn't like it turned out, so I canceled the upload and didn't even post one. But today, there will be 3 videos this afternoon or evening. One of the 3. Well, one of the 2, I should say. Afternoon or evening. I might do when I get back to the house. Download these 2. Post these 2 videos. And then later this afternoon, do one. So that way I don't have to spend, an hour waiting on downloads on YouTube. But yeah, man, it's great. Of course, it's hotter than blue blazes out here right now. Temperature is 88 degrees, but the heat index, it feels like it's about 95, and it's muggy and sticky. Next week's supposed to be low 80s. Low dew point, low humidity with hardly none existent whatsoever, and if that is the case, you will find me into the woods. 100% no questions asked. I will be digging roots. With or without the camera, I will be digging roots. So, with all that being said, that's what's going to be taking place next week. On top of me doing some more canning. And possibly making chow chow. I just wish my okra would grow a little more. So they give me some little seed pods. Well, not seed pods, but little vegetable pods. So I can make me some pickled okra. Because that's another thing I'm going to make this year if I get enough okra out of it. Make me some good old pickled okra and some spicy pickled okra. Hell, I might make pickled okra, pickled eggs, and Brussels sprouts, all three in the same jar. Make a fart blend that gives you the aroma of vegetables and sulfur. I got all kinds of crazy little things I'm going to be doing, so there's no telling what I'll stick in some of them jars of my pickles. I do know I'm going to make some salsa. When I get back to the house, I'm going to call my in-laws. They contacted my wife a while back, a few days ago, and said they got a great big ass thing of tomatoes, more than they needed, and I'm going to see if they got any more on hand. And if they do, I'll go get them so I can make some more of that mild salsa. Well, I call mild, everybody else calls weak, because I don't put no hot peppers. It's just like banana pepper or bell pepper, and it's just enough to give it like a peppery kind of taste, but it's not hot, and I like it that way. So does a lot of other people. Now, another reason why I can't wait to get back to the house is I'm burning up. My mama, love her to death, but she's one of those people that gets cold all the time. At her house, it was probably about 85, 90 degrees in her house. And she felt great. I was sitting there, it looked like I ran a marathon and walking through the desert. And she was like, I would turn the heat, the air up or turn it down, but she goes, and I'd freeze to death and I'd be miserable. I told her all the time, I said, it's fine, it's your house, you set the way you feel comfortable. And she goes, yeah, but you're sitting there sweating to death. And I said, well, I like my house a little cool. I said, I don't have to have it like Antarctica, but I like it where I'm not sweating like this in the house. But yeah, ain't nothing but a thing. I'm gonna have a good video tonight. Don't know what exactly I'm gonna talk about. I do, but I don't. I do know what I need to talk about. I need to be talking about God and salvation and everything else. But I made a promise to y'all assholes that I wouldn't talk about God and salvation, because I don't want to offend nobody. I don't want to make anybody feel like I'm weeding them out because whatever reason, or domination wise and everything else. So let me jump out here real quick, see if I got me any bills in the mail, which I probably don't, but I'm gonna check anyway. I'm done. I could be back in a minute.